All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here at Detroit Skate Club, where your North Oakland Eagles are currently knotted up 0-0 with the Farmington United Griffins. It was a very exciting first period, just chock full of some great goalie play, a lot of good possessions from the Eagles. However, despite all of that good offense we had in the first, we are still knotted up 0-0. Julius Livernois ended the period with 9 saves, 3 of those coming on breakaways, whereas Giguere matched him with 9 of his own, albeit those coming on slightly less dangerous opportunities. Set to take us away, Danny Archie facing off against Connor Brink. That is 1 up by Archie. So 4 seconds on the Sanchez power penalty. That is now over. And now into the Eagles zone. Set up, Jonah Bush on it. That's not Bush, that's Dollar up, apologies. Now Bush defending Brink. Brady Brink, shot wide. Let off an absolute rocket and cycled back down by Connor Brink. Taken by Dollar up, now over to O'Dowd. O'Dowd off the boards, looking for Archie, who now pokes that one away from Sims. Sims getting hounded. Slap shot coming, saved by Livernois. Taken off right where he left off. Just staring down shots. Okay. Face off to the right of Livernois now. That one back to London. London sends that up the boards. Looking for Hill. Taken back by the Griffins. Now Sanchez has it. Working his way up. Chips up off the boards. Going to be taken not in time and going to go all the way back down for an icing. Farmington coming out pretty aggressive, dominated possession so far, just about a minute into the period. Eagles looking just a little bit finicky here, a little unsure of their plays. The face-off, one back by Sanchez, now London chips it up, looking for Sanchez on the boards. Heads over to Fuller, now loose in front, loose and chipped up and over. Cycled back up top. Brink has it, sends that one in on net and gloved down by Livernois. So the glove side that he struggled with pretty mightily against Stony Creek has shown up pretty big so far today. Young facing off against Sattler. Tied up and taken by Leroy. And now forecheck coming. Rodriguez misses the hit. Chance incoming. Gloves down by Livernois. Went up and off of the stick of Dollar up. Livernois did a good job adjusting. Now loose in the corner. Poked away by O'Dowd, but possession retained by the Griffins. And good defensive play now into the skates of the Eagles. Dollar up takes it. Sends that one up, looking for Rodriguez, kept in by Tamain. Now held by Sattler. Sattler sends it in the corner. Fuller on it. The point. Misplays it, almost has it taken away from him, weaving around, working his way in, turned away Livernois, save on the rebound. Now behind the net. Taken by Leroy. Leroy chips that one up and out, going to be on net, so no icing. Off comes Young. And now loose in front. Good chance there for Leroy from Rodriguez. Now Archie taken down, but bodying off the puck is Rodriguez. Shot from Leroy out in front, misses. Held in by O'Dowd. O'Dowd up to Leroy. Taken away, still held in by Archie, and going to be sent back down by Rodriguez. Leroy on it. Chips that one up in front, nobody home. Now up to Sims. Stretch pass up to Apostolovic, and now playing in the corner with Dollara. Taken by Brink. Connor Brink has it. Sent away by Archie. Everhard looking. Knocked away by Archie, but recovered back by Brady Brink, who now cycles it deep. Taken by Sims. Intended for Sims. Sent up and out. Chipped out by Everhard, the junior. Now Brady Brink working his way in. O'Dowd stepped up and knocked it away. Sent across the ice. Everhard trying to chip it up and out. Not successfully, but off the skate of Archie and finally out. Brady Brink gonna reset here. Sauces that one up to Tamain. Tamain winds up shot, save. 15 saves on the day for Livernois. Gloves another one down. So while the Eagles did have a quick scramble in front of Daguerre, that's been about it for their scoring opportunities. Been stuck in their own zone for the majority of the night. Face off to the left of Livernois, tied up by Sanchez. And his skates are now won back by Sanchez. Sanchez has time. Surveying. Chipped up, was looking for Poulton on the stretch. Poulton lays a nice hit there, stirring the puck up and away. Now taken by Brady Brink. Chips that one up to Shockey. Shockey chips that one in. Walker. Up to Poulton. Poulton touches that one up over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez chips it in. And now taken back by Brady Brink. Sidesteps Poulton, now 3-on-2 coming. And offsides, Ben Shockey just tiptoeing over the line. Crisis temporarily averted for the Eagles. Eagles just really starting to struggle a little bit with their awareness on defense, allowing some of these Griffin players to get behind them, get in good positions for stretch passes. And Farmington has been doing that a lot more this period. Face off in the neutral zone, one back to Tamain. Tamain dekes, sidesteps Leroy, shot blocked away by Young. And taken behind the net. Chipped up, over for Leroy in the corner. Plays it with his feet, and still battling. Turned back over, loose in front, barely held in by Tamain. Tamain now steps in. Shot blocked down by Alex Kennedy, and now over to O'Dowd. O'Dowd up off the boards, looking for Hill, into the skates of Fuller. Fuller now working his way in. Chips that one up into the skates of Hill, and now here comes, I believe that is Leroy, but whistle for an offsides? Oh, looks like Leroy lost control of it, stepped over, and then brought the puck with him, so an offsides going there. Archie taking the face-off against Sattler. One up ahead, Archie plays it to himself, works his way in, shot blocked down by Tamain. Archie blows a tire, but gets it off to Bush. Bush loose in front, no good there. Now stretch pass up in the direction of Apostolovsky and played up by Livernois. Taken right back by Tamain. Now stretches it up for Eastman. Now gonna be offsides. Apostolovsky with the puck there, but just offsides. Eagles getting a little aggressive on the forecheck. And another thing, I think Danny Archie might need to get the skates sharpened. He's fallen a few times now. And then face off one back into the Eagles zone. Riney gonna have to race. Sends that one over to London. London soaks a hit up off the boards and taken by Sanchez. Sanchez pressuring Brady Brink, who then sends that one up onto the stick of Riney, who soaks a hit. Penalty coming. So 13, Mason Eastman heading to the sin bin with a rough. Second penalty of the game for the Eagles, or for the Griffins, I should say. However, faceoff is going to be in the neutral zone because the Eagles did ice it. Referee giving a brief explanation to head coach Eric Button, stepping in for Brad Thiel. Sanchez with the faceoff. Loses that one back to Brady Brink. Brink takes his time, but into the skates of O'Dowd. O'Dowd cycling. Sends that one over to Poulton. Poulton working his way in, puts the brakes on, doesn't have any options. Bouncing puck sent deep. And up and out from Brady Brink. Livernois looking for the pass. Fans on that one a little bit now. Rush coming for the Griffins. Loose out in front. Good defensive play from O'Dowd. Breaking that one up. Now here come the Eagles. Nolan Poulton had a goal just like this, but he does blow the tire there. Loses it. Taken back by Connor Brink. Spins. Just going to burn some time off the clock. Sends it down. 1.25 minutes left on the penalty. Although there's a one-timer in the slot, saved by Livernois. O'Dowd plays that up ahead to London. London works his way in, dekes down the near side boards, and going to spin it back. Now out across the slot, sends the shot, tipped up and away, taken by O'Dowd. Switching places with Sanchez. Sanchez now working his way in, below the net. Over to Poulton. Poulton steps into one, pulls that just high, and out. Well, Poulton, the leading goal scorer for the Eagles, despite playing half the games, shooting just a little bit off today. 37 seconds left on the power play. So going to be Archie, Leroy, and Young out for the Eagles. Archie fans on the stick check, sent down. Stopped by Livernois. Going to play that up ahead to James. Hands it off to James Walker. Pressured by Sattler. Up to Dollaro. Now up to Young. Young leading the charge for the Eagles. Big hit on Young. He is slow to get up. And here comes Dollaro. And they are not too happy with that play. Young got absolutely obliterated there. He looks to be okay. Dollaro headed to the box along with Wyatt Fuller. So going to discuss what parents voicing their displeasure with the call there. I think the correct call is they're going to give the initial penalty to Fuller for the hit, and then they're going to give Dollaro and Fuller the offsetting penalties. So I think it'll be a 3-on-5 here. We're going to get referees conferring here. So I just said, this North Oakland team plays with a chip on their shoulder, very protective of each other as Young getting checked out on the bench. So referees now conferring with the scorekeeper. I think they might be ejecting Dollaro, and they are. So Dollaro going to head to the showers early. So the DQ coming for Dollaro, freshman from Oxford. Not sure what the case is going to be with Fuller. It's now 3 in the penalty box for the Griffins. Poor Owen Fulsher had Dollaro in there with him for a little bit, now going to be alone. As my cameraman today, one of the greatest players to ever go through Cranbrook, Jack Ortwine, Jack, have you felt that, like, I've been noticing calling these games, have you felt that hockey parents have been getting a little more, like, vocal and toxic?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit, you know, a little bit of a dangerous hit there. You know, I think it's justified, you know, the Eagles coming in to step in, defend their teammate. But, you know, I think with stuff like that, you're always going to get a little bit of the parents voicing their opinions. So, yeah, it's all right. But
Absolutely. And so now Brady Brink, the head referee, Aiden London, and Mason Rodriguez discussing what the penalty is going to be. Eagles have camped out at the net of Livernois, just going to hang out and discuss things. And so I believe Fuller will be ejected for engaging in the fight. So 2 disqualifications on that play. Whoa! 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 Some really strong opinions here at the Detroit Skate Club today. Wyatt Fuller gets the boot, as does Christian Dollerup. So just discussing what the penalty is going to be. I think this is going to be a penalty on, I think we might go 3-on-4 here. Scoreboard currently says it's going to be a 3-on-5. We're going to figure out what the call is going to be from the official in just a moment. While we have you here, this is going to be the last stream for the channel for a while, as this is the last game Notre Dame adjacent sports are going to play until January 5th, when girls volleyball takes on Waterford at home. So unfortunately, everybody's going to have to deal with the massive rift that I will leave when I'm not broadcasting, as booze just raining in from... Oh, 2 disqualifications now. Sadler gone as well. Or is Sadler escorting? I'm really not sure what's going on here. The good news is, so as the scoreboard currently says that it is going to be Fuller with a 5-minute major, as I doubt the hot mics picked it up, but I think that was Wyatt Fuller voicing his displeasure with that call down in the tunnel. So referees conferring here. I think regardless of what happens, it's going to be a major on Fuller for the hit, because that would be a charge for the hit on Young. The most important information, Young was able to get up under his own power. He's being evaluated for a concussion on the bench right now, as well as the trainer giving him a quick just sort of neck and upper body area testing, make sure there's no fractures, muscle strains, or anything of that sort. So it looks like it is going to be 3-on-5, because the major coming, yes, so going to be 3-on-5 for 13 seconds due to the previous penalty on Eastman for a rough. Then now tack on the 5-minute major to Wyatt Fuller for the charge. So 5-on-3 for 13 seconds, and then going to be 5-on-4 for 1:47, as that's one back to O'Dowd. Over to Poulton. Poulton puts it on net, kicked away. 5 seconds left. Oh, big stretch pass, shot, scores! Nolan Poulton taking it right back where he left off. Great stretch pass there from Xavier Sanchez. His 2nd assist of the season. Nolan Poulton with his 9th. And regardless of the penalty or not, the Eagles still would have been on the power play, meaning that goal probably would have happened regardless. For what it's worth. Now going to be 5-on-4 for 4:46. Let's see if the Eagles can capitalize again. So really, I think all right, as in weaves London. London pulls a quick trigger, blocked out in front. Rodriguez bats it down. Gonna be cleared up and out by Jack Tamain. Now Poulton corrals it, drops it back to London. But sent all the way down. Livernois gonna come out to get it. Oh, gosh, he's not there in time. Picked up by Kroll, who now gets it disrupted from skating a little lackadaisical there, as O'Dowd laid a nice hit on him. Now into the skates of Brink, and in battling on the blue line there, sent out, hustling after it is Sanchez. 1-0 your score, 8 minutes left in the second. And here comes Sanchez. Chips that one up to O'Dowd. O'Dowd pivots, brings it in down the near side boards. Looking, sent the stretch pass over, and gonna be out. He was looking for Sanchez on a quick trail one-timer, didn't get him there, but now in from London. Still over 3 minutes left on the 5-minute major for boarding, as O'Dowd sidesteps a man and lets him know. As shot coming in from the point, Giguere didn't see that at all from the shot from Sanchez. And now in the corner by Rodriguez. Rodriguez looking to send that up to London. Going to be sent down. Poulton skating, racing against Tamain. Tamain puts the brakes on, but battling for it in the corner. And going to be taken back by the captain, Rodriguez. So this power play unit has not changed hands. The forwards as an ice there. Bit of confusion there. Poulton voicing his displeasure with the play there. So face-off going to head back down into the Eagles zone on the icing. Seven minutes left in the second. 2:34 left on the penalty as Christian Dollerup comes and joins the North Oakland fan section. 1-0 the lead on a power play goal from Nolan Poulton, assisted by Xavier Sanchez, as that faceoff is won by Mikey Leroy. Now Riney battling, sticks with it. It's a pickpocketed from him though and sent back in by Sims. Taking that is going to be Leroy. Chipped up ahead to Archie. Archie blows another tire. And a penalty coming. Not sure who it's going to be on, but it will be on the Eagles. So Mikey Leroy. So Eagles will be even for 2 minutes at 4-on-4, then 8 seconds of a power play. As Mikey Leroy heads to the penalty box. That's his second of the game. That's 54 on the season. So now going to be 4-on-4. Well, the guy who was booing the refs isn't here anymore, so there's a development. Face-off going to be to the right of Livernois. One back by Rodriguez. Over to O'Dowd. Now Walker in the corner. Up to Archie. Archie chips it up ahead to Rodriguez. Rodriguez dekes. Puts on the shot. Blocked by Tamain. And center right. Cycled down to Rodriguez by Archie. Rodriguez handles it. Up to O'Dowd. O'Dowd. Over to Archie. Archie just misses on the one-timer. Sends that one up. And going to be a quick recoup from the Eagles, but picked off by Connor Brink, and gonna be out. So Archie hustling with the forecheck, pressure on Tamain, given back to Brady Brink. Archie blows another tire, but shot just wide. As Brady Brink looking in front, broken up by Rodriguez. Brink looking on the crossing pass to his brother Connor Brink, and now up to Tamain. Over to Brady Brink. Brink steps in, shot saved by Livernois. Into the corner, corralled by Connor Brink. or to Maine. Up to Brady Brink. Archie blows another tire shot pulled just high. Well, if there's any indication that you need a skate change, losing an edge 5 times in the span of 10 minutes might be a good one, as Brink goes for a deke there, drops it back, shot, saves, swallowed up, loose, and kicked out. Huge save and huge play there from O'Dowd, as now Sims recovers. Fans on that one, but now in comes Brady Brink. Brink across, misses the pass to Tamaine. Getting some antics here between the fan sections of Farmington. Brink steps in, looking, knocked down, and chipped up. Archie is going to head to the locker room trying to get this quick skate fix, covered by Giguere. 4 seconds on the Leroy penalty, 12 on the Fuller penalty. That is currently being served in the penalty box by Carter Pouliot. So for 8 seconds, the Eagles will have a power play. And then we will go back to even as it was. 4 minutes, 38 seconds left in the second. Face off. One back, but Riney overplays it. But Leroy coming in, good stick check right out of the box. Great awareness there by Mikey Leroy. And here come the Eagles. Dropped off to Poulton. Poulton, shot pulled wide. Back to even strength now. Eagles got to be aware that they do have a late man coming. Doesn't matter. Shockey bringing it across. Shockey sends it in, kicked away by Riney. Handled by London. London battling, drops it back to Riney. Riney chips that one up. And was to Hill. Hill turns it over to Tamaine. Tamaine brings it and drops it down, chipped up. Back up to Hill by London, and now over to Poulton. Poulton puts on a move, but kicked away by Shockey. Sent up ahead way too far, gonna go and be an ice. Whew. In case you didn't think the first period was high octane enough, welcome to the second. 3 minutes, 41 seconds left of what hopefully is gonna be some nonstop action for you guys watching. Looks like heading to the locker room, that is gonna be Young. Archie headed to the locker room as well. And yes, so Young headed to the locker room. Athletic trainer in tow as Dollerup and Clifton head there. And shot sent in by Alex Kennedy. Blocked down by Sanchez, but a bad pass there from Apostolovsky. Resets everything. That stretch pass up to Apostolovsky. Rodriguez has to hold off sides and does. Held in by Kennedy. And now Sanchez circling the net. Steps in. Deeks loses it. Taken back by Connor Brink. Offsides. Oh, man. Well, if you aren't watching the hockey, hopefully you can hear the crowd, because lots of disagreements. So that one was called offsides. 3 minutes, 4 seconds left in the second period. Face off in the neutral zone, the far side. Face off one back by Poulton. Taken by London. London backhands that one up for Leroy. Leroy soaks a hit, moves in. Chips up, taken by Walker. Walker heading in. Has that one poked away. And now penalty coming on James Walker. So going to be a rough on James Walker, as tension's starting to boil over a little bit here. James Walker heading to the penalty box. This is the 18th penalty minute of the season, 9 penalties on the season. It's not being done. So now face-off going to be the right of Livernois. Eagles on the penalty kill. And someone's got to move. Someone... That's Sanchez getting reprimanded by the referee there. Face-off. Won by the Griffins, taken up by Tamain, but turned right over. Here comes Fulton, head of steam. Shot scores! But a Farmington player did throw his stick, so we're gonna have a penalty shot. Oh wait, interference on Sanchez. So that goal from Fulton wiped away by a penalty on Sanchez for interference. I saw a Farmington player throw his stick at Nolan Fulton, so I assume that's what the call was about. Now going to be 3 on 5 for a minute and 55 seconds. Over to Tamain. Tamain handling it. Sent out in front, batted down, sent out by the Eagles. Eagles just gonna sit back here. As here comes Brady Brink with some speed out across the blue line. Weaving his way through Fulton, loose in front, and gloved down by Livernois. Huge plays coming from the goaltenders today. Eagles gonna get a quick change. Now on the ice. That's Everhard, Rodriguez, and O'Dowd. Face-off lost by Rodriguez, but lost by Everhard, but right onto the stick of O'Dowd, who's now stuck in a 2-on-1, has the puck in his skates in the corner. Willing to kill as much time as he wants, although that one is going to be pickpocketed by Connor Brink. Up top to Brady Brink, down to his brother Connor. Out in front, going for the one-timer, loose in front. Backdoor, score! Connor Brink. So a tough turn of events for the Eagles. Okay then. Now we're all knotted up at 1. Not much Livernois could have done there. That was just a rebound that was being kicked around in his crease. So now we're back 1-1 after the one back by Griffins. Going to be on the power play for 50 seconds. Drop back. Postolovsky gets pinched into the corner. Riney battling, pinched by London, shot missed. Now back behind the net for Brink. Brink looking at his options, goes for the stretch pass, picked off by Poulton. Poulton sidesteps, working his way in, 20 seconds left. Rips the shot, bounces in, loose in front, cleared out. Everhard puts that one on net, blocked down by Tamain, but Everhard still battling in the corner. Fulton steps up, lays a big hit, jars the puck loose as time gonna start to run down. 4 seconds, but here comes Brady Brink. Puts on the brakes, poked away by Everhard. Back at even strength. And cleared out by the Eagles. 30 seconds left in the second now, in what has been an exciting affair between the Farmington United Griffins and the North Oakland Eagles. That shot pulled wide, down to 20 seconds, taken by Connor Brink. Connor Brink leaves it out in front, sent down by Rodriguez. And Giguere gonna play it. Keeps the clock running, down to 5, down to 3, And that's going to do it for the period. So an exciting period. Goals scored first on the power play by Nolan Poulton, and then later scored by Connor Brink. We are knotted up at 1 in the second period. I'm Augie Villawan. We will cover the third momentarily.